Biting my tongue till it tastes like metal and salt. Trying to convince my heart this was all my fault. Your name is a firework waiting to light in my throat. But I'm drowning the fuse, trying to stay afloat. I see you across the room, laughing at something he said, and I'm counting to 10 just to stay inside my head. The glass in my hand is shaking, a rhythm of grief. I'm a storm in a bottle, looking for a moment of relief. Don't reach for the phone, don't look at the door. Don't wonder if you could have given her more. Keep your hands in your pockets, keep your eyes on the floor, because once you start breaking, you're breaking for sure. Control yourself, don't let the damage show. Don't let the tears find a place they can go. Keep the shutters pulled tight, keep the engine on low, even though you're a wreck in the midwinter snow. Lock the doors to the basement, put the ghost on the shelf. Whatever you do, just control yourself. I'm walking the line between finding a total disaster, while the ghost of your goodbye is moving much faster. I wanna scream till the windows all shatter and spray, but I just adjust my tie and look the other way. It's a polite kind of agony, a well-dressed despair, pretending I don't see the way that he touches your hair. I'm a masterpiece of acting, a gold medal lie, a man who forgot how to breathe but remembers how to drive. The mask is so heavy, the plastic is thin. I can feel all the I miss you scratching my skin. One more second of silence, one more drink on the tab before I let go of the edge and give into the step. Control yourself, don't let the damage show. Don't let the tears find a place they can go. Keep the shutters pulled tight, keep the engine on low, even though you're a wreck in the midwinter snow. Lock the doors to the basement, put the ghost on the shelf. Whatever you do, just control yourself. Steady breath, eyes ahead, forget every word she ever said. Don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. I'm fine, I'm fine. I thought the storm would be a mountain high, a tidal wave that swallowed up the sky. But it's just an inch of water on the floor, creeping underneath the bedroom door. No dramatic crash, no cinematic spray, just a slow motion soaking of my day. I'm sitting on the carpet, bone dry and cold, while the phantom water takes a steady hold. They say I should just stand up and walk away. It's only ankle deep, or so they say, but the gravity is choking on the memories of the small things we did. Like the way you always kept your feelings hid. It's a glass of water spilled across the bed. It's the simple nothing that you finally said. The world keeps turning, the sun's in the park, while I'm face down in the quiet in the dark. How can something so small feel so wide? Like a desert that's hiding a flood deep inside. It's the lack of a current that's pulling me down. The stillness is how I am starting to drown. No rescue boats coming, no lighthouse in sight. Just me and the surface of a lonely Friday night. Yeah, I'm drowning in shallow grief, losing my breath in a puddle of sorry, in a quiet kind of death that shouldn't be this hard. To keep my head above the tiny broken remnants of a hollowed out love. It's not an ocean, it's just a steady rain, but I'm sinking in the inches of this everyday pain. Just an inch, but it's over my head. Just a drop, but I'm filling with lead. Shallow water, deep end of the soul. I stand at the edge of the bed we once shared, your side still indented like it never cared. That you left without warning, without a sound. No silence is gravity, it pulls me down. Every memory's anchored, won't let me float. I'm tethered to moments I wish I never wrote. I try to look up, pretend I can fly, but your absence is heavier than the sky. Gravity pulls at tears, they never reach the ground. They hang in the air like ghosts I can't drown. Every drop remembers the way you said stay. Now they're falling forever in slow decay. Gravity pulls at tears, pulls at tears, and I'm still here weightless, unwrapped. I walk through the city like I'm made of stone. Crowds rush around me, but I'm walking alone. Your voice in the wind tries to lift me away, but gravity whispers, no, you're meant to stay. I reach for the stars, but they crumble to dust. Your goodbyes, they anchor chained deep in my trust. I beg for release, for a moment of light, but love turns to lead in the dead of the night. Gravity pulls at tears, they never reach the ground. They hang suspended where our love was found. Every salty orbit circles your name. I'm orbiting ruin, forever the same. Gravity pulls at tears. skin. But even in ashes, I'd still feel the strain of your gravity calling me back through the pain. I don't wanna be free, I just wanna break. But gravity keeps me for heaven's own sake. Gravity pulls at tears, slow and unkind. They drift like confessions you'll never find. I loved you with force that could bend time apart. Now I'm crushed by the weight of a weightless heart. Gravity pulls at tears. Oh, gravity pulls at tears. Pulls at tears until nothing is left but the fall. Pulls, pulls, still falling, still yours. Gravity. I still pick up the phone when it vibrates on the wood, thinking maybe you call me, or maybe you should. But it's just a low battery, a ghost in the wire, a flickering spark from a burned out fire. I press the receiver so tight to my ear, trying to bridge the gap between there and here. There's a hum in the kitchen, a buzz in the hall, the sound of the nothingness hitting the wall. I'm breathing in an oxygen that you used to share. Now I'm just gasping for something that's not even there. I'm holding on to dead air, reaching for a ghost, chasing the version of us I love most. The signal is broken, the frequency is flat, but I'm still tuned in to the where are you at. It's a silent transmission, a hollowed out prayer, just a fool in the static, holding on to dead air. I left you a voicemail just to hear my own heart falling in pieces and drifting apart. The beep at the end felt like a flat line on screen, the loudest goodbye that there's ever been. I'm talking to shadows, I'm arguing with wind, wondering where the real us might have thinned. Is there anyone listening? Is anyone there? Or am I just shouting at thin empty air? The line has been cut, but I'm still on the phone in a digital desert, completely alone. Reaching for a ghost, chasing the version of us I love most. The signal is broken, the frequency is flat, but I'm still tuned into the where are you at. It's a silent transmission, a hollowed out prayer, just a fool in the static, crack in the radio sound. Can you hear me? Are you there? Just static, just silence, just air. You started holding me like you were already gone. Your arms were around me, but something felt wrong. Your kisses grew lighter, your laughter rehearsed. I kept telling myself it's just a phase, it'll burst. But deep in my chest, like a truth I couldn't face, I felt the distance growing in the space between our space. You were still beside me, but your eyes were somewhere else. I felt you leaving before you said goodbye, and the way you stopped looking in my eyes. I felt you leaving in the silence after fights, and the way you chose the edge of the bed at night. You said you were tired, said life's just been hard, but love doesn't vanish without leaving scars. You stopped saying always, stopped making plans, started letting go without unclasping my hands. And I kept holding tighter, like I could make you stay, but you were already halfway walking away. The hardest part wasn't losing you, it was knowing I was right. I felt you leaving long before the door, before the final words, before we were no more. I felt you leaving in the softness of your touch, when loving me didn't mean as much. I wish you had told me the moment you knew that your heart was wandering and mine was still with you. Maybe I'd have braced myself, maybe I'd have tried, or maybe I just would have loved you one last time. You fading, I was blind, trying to hold what wasn't mine. I felt you leaving, and I hated that I did, because hope kept whispering, maybe this isn't it. I saw you leaving, but I stayed anyway, watching love slip quietly further every day. You said goodbye once, but I said it 100 times before. I remember the first night you looked into my eyes. You said we last forever. I believed every line. I built my world around you, every dream, every call. I thought love meant forever, so I gave you my all. Every promise that you made, I carry like a vow. I gave my all, every piece of me, every hope, every every broken dream. I stood beside you through the fall, but you still walked away from it all. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, loved you deeper than you'll ever know. And now I'm standing here alone with the love you left behind to hold. You slowly grew distant, but I tried not to see. I kept fighting for us while you were leaving me. I held on to the memories like they could change it all. But love can't survive when only one heart calls. I was trying to save us while you were letting go. I gave my all, every piece of me, every hope, every broken dream. I stayed through storms and through it all, but you still walked away from it all. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, loved you deeper than you'll ever know. Now the silence fills this empty room where we once said I love you. Maybe someday you'll remember the love I tried to give. Maybe someday you'll realize how deeply I want to live. But love shouldn't feel like begging someone to stay. I gave my all, every piece of me, every tear you'll never see. I stood beside you through the fall, but you still walked away from it all. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, and losing you took its toll. But even broken after all, I know I truly gave my all. And if love ever finds me again, I'll still give my all. Just not to someone who lets me fall. I let you see the fragile, the parts I used to hide, every fear and broken piece I kept locked up inside. I trusted you with secrets I never said out loud, built my world around you and called it solid ground. I didn't hold back, I didn't play pretend. I gave you everything, every hope, every dream, all the love I had in me, every silent scream. I gave you everything, my heart without a shield. And now I'm standing empty-handed on a battlefield. I've been where we were breaking, I stayed when it got hard. I fought for us in silence while you were pulling apart. You said I was your always, your forever and your home. Now I'm just a memory you don't even know. through storms, through fire and through rain. But you walked away like my love was just a name. It wasn't just the ending, it was how you left. Like all I ever offered was easy to forget. I gave you everything and you let it fall. Like my heart was something you didn't need at all. I gave you everything, maybe that's the truth. I lost myself trying to keep you. If love is given fully, I did my part. I gave you everything, including my heart. You never fully unpack your suitcase, left your jacket by the door. Like part of you was ready for something more. You kissed me like you meant it, but your eyes were somewhere else. And I kept telling my heart not to ask for help. I felt it in the pauses, in the way you drift away. I knew you'd go, even while you held me close, even while you swore I was the one you chose. I knew you'd go, like a storm I couldn't stop. So I loved you like a fool, knowing where it dropped. You talked about forever, like it scared you just a bit. Like staying in one place didn't quite seem to fit. I memorized your laughter like it wouldn't last. Held on to every moment like it moved too fast. I tried to quiet the voice that whispered in my mind. I knew you'd go before you said goodbye, before the tears Maybe I should have left first, spared my heart the fall, but loving you felt worth it, even knowing it all. Some people are like seasons, they warm you then they leave, and I think deep down that's what you were to me. I saw the ending and stayed anyway. I knew you'd go, but it still broke my heart, knowing something's coming doesn't soften the dark. I knew you'd go, and I loved you through the fear. Now I'm standing in the silence. You left here. I knew you'd go. I just hoped I was wrong. The Christmas lights were still blinking when you said it. Frost on the window spelled out words we never admitted. I watched your breath cloud the glass like a secret you kept, while the year turned over and my heart just slept. You packed your suitcase to the sound of distant fireworks. I pretended the popping was celebration, not the end of us. January came in like a blade wrapped in snow and cut the last thread we didn't know was already slow. January's coldest goodbye slipped under the door while the world rang in the sky. No screaming, no slamming, just a quiet I tried, and the door closed forever on the warmth we denied. January's coldest goodbye left me frozen where the calendar flipped to lie. Every new year starts with a shadow in my eye. January's coldest goodbye. January's coldest goodbye. I kept the scarf you forgot on the back of the chair, wore it like armor against the chill in the air, but it only smelled like leaving, like pine and regret. A reminder that some winters you don't forget. The radio promised new beginnings, fresh starts, clean slates, but every song felt like echoes of our old dates. I turned the heat up till the radiators cried, still couldn't thaw the part of me that died. January's coldest goodbye carved your name in ice where my future used to lie. You walked into the snow and never looked behind, left me counting snowflakes instead of time. January's coldest goodbye, no dramatic storm, no thunder, no sky, just the soft click of a lock and a long slow sigh. January's coldest good. Oh, I still light a candle on the first of the year, whisper Happy New Year to the empty chair near, hoping the flame might carry some heat to wherever you are. But the wick burns down fast, like we still echoes in the hallway when the wind starts to cry. I'm learning to live with the frost on my skin, but I'll never get used to the silence you left in January's coldest goodbye. You took summer with you and you said you had to fly. Now every January feels like another try to survive your coldest goodbye. The clock on the wall stopped at 2:17. The exact second where your hand slipped from mine, serene. I keep the room exactly how we left it that night. Curtains half drawn, your coffee cup still in sight. I can move the furniture, sweep the dust away, change the sheets, let new air chase the gray. But every time I try, my fingers freeze midair, afraid if I shift one thing, you'll disappear. I'm locked in this moment where your goodbye still hangs in the smoke. Trapped behind glass, I can't seem to broke. Watching the world spin while I choke on the last breath we shared before you spoke. I'm locked in this moment, replaying the frame where you turned and you went. Heart on repeat, paying permanent rent in the ruins of us where time never been. Locked in this moment, forever spent. Your voicemail greeting still plays when I call. I let it run full like a prayer to the wall. Leave a message after the tone, I never do. Just listen to silence that once carried you. People say move on like it's a door I can choose, but the handle's rusted shut with the weight of your news. I'm not holding grudges, I'm not even mad, I'm just stuck in the echo of the best we had. I'm locked in this moment where your shadow still falls on the floor. Every sunrise feels like a locked door. I keep knocking, but no one answers anymore. That don't wanna leave, grieving a love I can no longer retrieve. Trapped in the quiet where you used to breathe. Locked in this moment, I can't believe. If I could trade every tomorrow for one more yesterday, I'd sign the contract in blood, let the future decay. Because forward feels like betrayal, backward feels like home. So I stay suspended here, halfway alone. I'm locked in this moment where the hurt is the only thing real, where forgetting would be the cruelest steel. I'd rather stay frozen than let the wound heal. I'm locked in this moment, still tasting your I love you on my tongue. Still hearing the door when it finally swung. Still dying each day since the song went unsung. Locked in this moment where our story never quite begun. This moment trace the shape of your hand in the sheets where the moonlight used to spill when you couldn't sleep. Every laugh we shared feels heavier now, like stones I keep swallowing down. I thought time would soften the edges of us, but the sharper they get, the deeper they cut. Your voice in my head plays on repeat, a song I can't mute, a wound that won't bleed. I tried to box them up, take the past away, but every memory fights to stay. They won't let me breathe, they won't let me leave. They just keep sinking, pulling me beneath. Memories turn to lead, heavy in my chest, cold inside my head. Every I love you weighs 1,000 tons. Every goodbye we never really won. I carry them all, I can't put them down. They drag me under, they drown me slow. Memories turn to lead, and I'm still sinking where you used to hold. The coffee cup you left still sits on the sill, lipstick ghost on the rim, time standing still. I pour fresh grounds in it every dawn. Pretend you're coming back, pretend you're not gone. People say move on like it's a switch I can flip, but every sweet recollection turns to brick. They build a wall around the life we had, and I'm trapped inside with the good and the bad. Memories turn to lead, anchors in my lungs, rusting in my bed. Every stolen kiss, every whispered vow pulls me deeper than I can allow. I try to let go, but they cling like chains. They whisper your name through the pouring rain. Memories turn to lead, God, they turn to lead. One day maybe they'll light and turn to ash and blow, or maybe I'll just learn to walk bent low, carrying the weight of what we used to be. A museum of us that no one else can see. But tonight I'm too tired to fight anymore, so I let them press until my ribs are sore. Let them bury me slow, let them bury me whole. Memories turn to lead, they won't forgive, they won't forget. They keep me here where the light can't get. Every heartbeat echoes your name instead. Memories turn to lead, and I'm still not dead, just heavier than I've ever been. Turn to lead, turn to lead, still carrying you, still sinking instead. Shape of your hand in the sheets, I still trace the shape of I still trace the shape of your hand in the sheets where the moonlight used to spill when you couldn't sleep. Every laugh we shared feels heavier now, like scones I keep swallowing down. I still trace the shape of your hand, I still trace the shape. Oh, I still trace. Still trace the shape of your hand in the sheets. I still trace the shape. I still trace the shape. Still carrying you. still chase. Oh, I still trace the shame. I still trace the stains. I still trace the chased. I still trace the chased. I still trace the chased. We built our house on fragile ground, no roof to keep the thunder out, just promises against the wind, and hope that we'd be strong somehow. We stood beneath the broken sky, holding hands in pouring rain. You said love would keep us warm, but it couldn't stop the pain. We thought our hearts were strong enough to weather anything. It was love without shelter, no walls to keep us safe. Every storm just hit us harder, every crack began to break. To guard, just two hearts wide open in the dark, love without shelter. The nights grew colder over time, the silence filled the space. We stopped running toward each other, started turning away. I tried to be your cover, tried to be your shield, but you can't save a love that doesn't want to heal. We were brave, but we were bare, and love needs more than air. We had love, but we had